Alright, so I'm going to be ranking every single island in MSM based on if I think it's overrated, underrated, or fairly rated. And keep in mind, this is my opinion, so it's going to be very controversial, and I think I do have some pretty unpopular takes, but starting off with Plant Island. Plant Island, a lot of people don't like it that much, but in my opinion, I think it's a really good song. If Plant Island was released in 2026, I feel like people would be glazing it to the moon because of recency bias, and I just think it's a good, like, overall theme, especially if it was, like, played by the Ethereals or something, it would be absolutely up there. So you just have to keep in mind like the song and then the monsters being played by and kind of like the bias. But I think Plant Island as a song is pretty underrated. Not a lot of people pay attention to it, but I think it's a really good song. Coal Island, immediately, this island's very popular, but at the same time, I feel like it doesn't get as much credit as it deserves because it's definitely by far my favorite natural island. It's like probably in like my top 3 favorite songs overall, but a lot of people do like it. I'm just going off of like what I've heard from other people and like what I think the general consensus is on these songs, especially with Blizzard getting added recently. It made the song so much better. It's like a more lively island, and I think Epic Wallbox on here is like probably my second favorite Epic Wallbox of all of them. So even though a lot of people like it, I do know a lot of people don't really care for it, so I'm gonna put it in underrated, but not as underrated as Plant Island for sure. Air Island, I think this is gonna go in fairly rated because I don't think that most people like it, but also I know a couple people who love this island. It's like their favorite natural island, so I think that it's in the middle. I think that's what the general community thinks as well, so I think this island is pretty fairly rated. I don't think it's a bad song. It's just probably my least favorite of the natural islands because it's just like not really what I like. Water Island, I would say Water Island's also pretty fairly rated. There's a lot of people who love it, but I don't really like it that much. It's probably like number 4 out of the 5 for me, but I think a lot of people feel the same way about this island, that it's like it's pretty good. I know some people who love it a lot, so I'm gonna put it in fairly rated. I don't think that it's that fought over. Earth Island, this is probably like the most popular one generally for people. I think it's probably my second favorite natural island behind Cold, but a lot of people also absolutely despise it, probably just to hop on the bandwagon of hating it. I know that most people really love it. I don't think it's like the best one. I'll put it in overrated, but probably in like the lowest tier of it. So once we add more, I'll put this at the very bottom. I'm not saying that it's bad or that I don't like it, but I think it's a little overrated because of how much it gets absolutely adored by everybody. But I still think Cold Island is the best. Shugabush Island, nobody pays attention to this island at all. Like, I feel like some people just straight up don't like it because it sounds almost like a country song. But with Suga beats, they make it like so different than any other songs in the game. I think that nobody really appreciates it that much. I'm gonna put it in the top tier of underrated because this is definitely one of my favorite songs in the game and nobody really cares for it. And it doesn't get much attention, probably just because it's like a spin-off island with not many like mechanics. But the song itself is really good. It's based off of a real song that is also really good. So to convert that into MSM even makes it way better. Firehaven is next. I don't really know the general thought on Firehaven, but I do know that a lot of people liked the new CG5 Wordo. It's been like my 3rd favorite song in the game for like a year now, or like since the Epic Wellbox was added, because the Epic Wellbox on this island is my favorite out of all of them. It made the song so much better. I think that this is probably underrated by a little bit. I don't know if everybody really likes this song as like their favorites. I think most people think it's like pretty good, but this is in absolutely my favorite songs in the game. It is just amazing, every single track. Fire Oasis, I know a lot of people love Fire Oasis just because it's like goofy, has Mimic and Spirit. I think it's kind of fairly rated. I think a lot of people also would really hate it because how goofy it is. They don't really like to listen to it because it's like so many things happening that are just like not really musical, I guess you could say, with Mimic and stuff. I know that the Epic Wellbox was also hated on, that was added. I think it's probably my least favorite Epic Wellbox, but it's not like bad. I don't think it's bad. I don't know really if anybody hates this island, so I'm gonna put it in fairly rated. Some people like it, and some people just prefer not to listen to it, so I think it's pretty fairly rated. Light Island, a lot of people dislike just because of how repetitive it can sound, with every monster pretty much doing the same thing. But with the like addition of the fire expansion monsters, it definitely got way more unique, and it's definitely like one of my favorite songs in the game. I wouldn't say like top 5, but maybe it could be like 6. I really like Light Island, and not a lot of people like it, so I'm gonna put it in underrated, probably under Plant. I would say it's a pretty underrated island. Psychic Island, I think Psychic Island is probably the general community's like 2nd favorite magical island. I think people really like this one, but also a lot of people don't really give it like any attention. The Psychic Island is in my top 5 favorite songs in the game. It's absolutely like amazing, but Psychic Island, I feel like it's underrated, but only in like the least tier. Like, I feel like a lot of people do like it, but I feel like it doesn't like get enough hype as it should, probably just because it's like old. But I'll put it in the bottomest tier of underrated. Faerie Island, this island is completely slept on. No, I don't hear anybody ever talking about Faerie Island or anything or listening to the song. Ever since Fire Expansion, Krilby and Tusksy make the most beautiful section of the whole island. And then we have Drumpler, my favorite Drumpler track in the whole game is on Faerie Island. It's absolutely amazing. I feel like nobody really listens to this island or like talks about it, and it's definitely like one of my favorites. So I'm gonna have to put this in super underrated. I don't think anybody really talks about Faerie Island. Bone Island, this like my most probably unpopular opinion. Bone Island is my least favorite magical island. I do not like this island. I will not listen to it. Gnarls, I don't like on there. Incisaur, I just don't like anything about Bone Island. I like the monsters on themselves, like I love Denshas. Just like, I don't know what about it is, but I don't like the song. I don't like most of the instruments on there. And everybody seems to love it as their favorite one. I would say this island is super overrated. I don't like it at all. Especially like the vibe of the song. It's just not like something that is good compared to the rest of the islands. Magical Sanctum, I feel like everybody just forgot about it, but I do always hear, all I hear about Magical Nexus is people hating it. I don't know why everybody doesn't like Magical Nexus, but Magical Sanctum is one of my favorite songs in the game. I have so many favorites. I can't like really list them from like 1 to 10, like my top 10 islands, but it's still one of my favorites. I feel like everybody doesn't like it for some reason. I don't really hear of anybody that likes this island like a lot. I'm gonna put it in underrated, probably below Shugabush Island. Ethereal Island, this one is like absolutely great island, except the only thing I don't like in the entire island is the epic well box. It's interesting, like I like the sounds by themselves, but I don't like how it plays at the start of the song. It kind of ruined the entire buildup of the start, but I feel like a lot of people love it, and I would say it's fairly rated because it's a really good island. I think it's fairly rated. Everybody loves it. Ethereal Workshop, this is gonna have to be probably fairly rated as well. Everybody loves Ethereal Workshop. It's everyone's favorite island, as like a couple of years ago it was, and it deserves that. It's definitely like one of the best songs in the game. I don't think there's much else to say about Ethereal Workshop because it's just one of the best songs and everybody loves it. So I'll say it's fairly rated. Mythical Island, if there was a tier in between fairly rated and overrated, I would put it there. It's not like my favorite song in the game, but it's definitely super complex, like one of the best compositions ever in the game. But it's not like something that I would listen to, and it's not like my kind of song, I don't think, but it's a very good song and everyone loves it. It's like everyone's top 3 favorite island. So I would say it's fairly rated, but I don't like it that much, so I could put it in like the least amount of overrated, but I'll put it at fairly rated. Seasonal Shanty, I don't know what is with the hate for this island. Everyone hates this island. Like I have not talked to one person who's like, yeah, Seasonal Shanty is one of my favorite songs. But it's one of my favorite songs. This island is absolutely amazing. This is going super underrated. Nobody likes this island. I think that the bass is amazing. Carolong and Whizbang and like all those other monsters that make that one verse like dun 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 that play at the same time. Just the best, one of the best verses in the whole song. Nobody likes it. I don't understand why, but it gets so overhated for no reason. So this is going super underrated for sure. Wublin Island, this is a very complicated song. I don't even know how you get some of the sounds that they have on there, but everyone loves this island. It's very, very loved, and I think it's a good island. But for me, it's the same thing as Mythical Island. I wouldn't listen to it. I don't really like the song like as like compared to the rest of the songs, but it's definitely like an amazing song. So I'll put it in fairly rated. Everybody really likes it. I don't think it's overrated, but I feel like it could be in between, just like Mythical is. Celestial Island, I don't know what people think about Celestial Island. I don't know if people think it's a good or bad island. I think I've mostly heard that people don't like it. I think people said it's like a basic song. I think I don't like it that much either. It's like I can definitely see like what they're going for. Not like that they failed, but I just don't like that kind of theme of song, like kind of like a mysterious like build up. I love all the instruments on it though. I love Syncopite and like Ludwig and Hornicle. Very good instruments. I just don't like the kind of theme of the song. I might also put it in fairly rated. A lot of these islands are pretty much fairly rated. Like some people don't like it, but I also know a lot of people who absolutely love it. So I don't know what is with people, but everyone just doesn't like Gold Island for some reason. I don't know. People say it's too cluttered. They don't like the theme of the song, but the song is based off of one of my favorite songs of absolutely all time, like my entire life. Like growing up, like this song, it was called Canon in D, I think. This entire Gold Island song is based off of that song. So this is one of my favorites, like absolutely perfect island for it to be like based off of that song. It's like a sad like ending song, and also the verse at the end with the epic well box that got added like a couple years ago, like absolutely amazing. I don't know what is with all the hate. I'll put it in the top of underrated. I wouldn't say it's super underrated because I know a lot of people like it too. Definitely one of the best songs. And every time a new edition gets added, it's like amazing, like Jamboree and stuff. It never gets ruined. Amber Island is literally the most polarized like opinion island in the entire game. Like everyone hates it or everyone loves it. Like nobody thinks it's an okay song, because I definitely understand why people don't like it, because the cast of the island is so like great, and the song still sounds like empty or kind of boring at some parts. Like the Wink verse or like the Flower verse, it's like a little boring, and it has like such an amazing cast. So people don't like it because of the missed potential. I definitely like see that, but I also really like the song just as it is. So I think it's in the middle. I think it's actually fairly rated because it makes sense how people can have different opinions on it. And I know that some people really want me to put it in super overrated, and some people really want me to put it in super underrated, but I'm gonna put it in fairly because I think everybody's opinions on it are fair, even though they're the opposite. So Magical Nexus, I think this song is like some of the people's favorite in the game because it is absolutely like, it's a masterpiece. This song is perfect, and especially for the Magicals. The Magicals have such a beautiful cast, and it's such a hard song to make out of all those different instruments, and it's like did it perfectly, especially with that one intense verse with like Spy Trap. So I think it's like top islands for like everybody. I'll put it in fairly rated because I think everybody really likes it. I really like it. It's definitely one of my favorite songs. It's just like, I don't know, it's not as good as like the feeling I get from it is not as good as like some of the other songs, but I think I'll put it in fairly rated because everybody likes it. And then we have the 2 carnivals. I guess these would count as separate songs. I mean, the island did just start. There's like a lot of monsters missing, I think. So I don't know how I can really rate it until it's fully done. But as it is right now, I think everybody really loves it. And I also saw some people saying that like they absolutely hate it and that it's the worst song in the game. I don't know. I have no idea how anybody can think that. But I'll put it in the bottom of underrated because I feel like if this was released like 5 years ago or something, it would be like kind of forgotten because of recency bias. So if I'm just going like objectively without all the bias, I'll put it in underrated. I'll put the minor song in underrated too. I'll actually move it up a little bit. I saw a lot of people saying that the minor version of Carnival is really empty or like it doesn't sound good. In my opinion, the minor version is better than the major version, but I can't wait to see like what the full songs for each will sound like. So I'll put it a little bit above in underrated. Tribal Island. This island, like no one talks about the song at all, just because it's probably so old and everyone's like had their listen to it. But I don't know, I think it's an okay song. Like it's fine. It's not like one of my favorites, but I don't dislike it. I feel like that's what most people think, but I also feel like a lot of people really love it, and I don't like it that much. Like it's just like an okay song. It's like in the middle. So I'm gonna put it in like the bottom tier of overrated. The overrated and super overrated are the most empty tiers right now because I like all the songs in the game. Okay, Plasma Islet. We're on to the islets now. Plasma Islet is my favorite song in the game, and even though I say that, doesn't mean it should go in super underrated, because I know that a lot of people also love it, but I feel like a lot of people don't like it as much as the other 2 islets. Like people really love Shadow, and I think Mech is kind of like how Amber is. It's like polarized. Like people don't like it, and then some people love it. But Plasma Islet kind of got forgotten. I feel like nobody like does anything with it ever since it came out, and it's still my favorite song in the game, like over everything else. So I'm gonna put it like, I don't know, I'll put it in the middle of underrated. Wow, it's been a year since it came out. It came out February last year. It's January now. It's been almost a year. It's still my favorite song. So Shadow Islet. This island was absolutely amazing. This is probably the most like well mixed song of the 3 we have right now. I like the vibe of it is perfect. It fits the Shadow theme perfectly. Everybody loves this island. I don't think I've heard, I mean, I know a couple people that said it was like missed potential or that it could have sounded differently, but I think it fits the Shadow theme perfectly, and I think everybody loves it pretty much. So I'll put it in fairly rated. I think it's fairly rated. And I don't know really much about what people think about Mech Islet. I know that some people really love it because I think that they got the theme of the song perfect. Like it really fits Mech, especially with like Ogler. It really fits the Mech theme, but I don't like the song in general, especially the mixing in game at least as well. That adds a lot to why I dislike it. It sounds very cluttered, and like the mixing is just, it's not really nice to listen to. If it was remixed, like some of the remixes on YouTube are perfect. I love the song that way, but like as it is right now, I don't really like, it's my least favorite islet. I'll put it in overrated, I think, but just like at the bottom. I feel like it's not super overrated, but some people really love it, even though it's not like that good in my opinion. And okay, we're already on to Dawn of Fire. The continent, I don't know. Everybody loved the continent before the seasonals because so many people just absolutely despise every single seasonal they added. I don't know how, but all the seasonals, in my opinion, not a single one is bad, except maybe Blabbit is like just okay. I don't know why everybody hates that pitched up kind of sound like Smoochel and like Hula are, but I think it's perfectly fine. I think it fits fine, even though everybody started hating on the song just because of the seasonals and also the mythicals. I think the mythicals are perfect as well. But also I'll put this in underrated just because of how many people absolutely hate it just because of the latest like additions to it. But I think that they added a lot. I think they're very good additions to the song. So I'll put it in underrated just because how many people dislike it. Party Island. This is, I think, the least favorite song of like the community. Like nobody likes this song. I don't think it's that bad. I don't really know why it's hated on. I mean, it is a little empty. The individual sounds are really good, except the song is just a little empty. But I feel like it's overhated. Like, I don't know, everybody kind of hates it, and I don't think it's that bad. Like, I would listen to it. I think it's a good song. I'll put it at the top of underrated. That's like an unpopular opinion of mine. I like Faerie Island. I don't know what's really wrong with it. I feel like it could have used like some more monsters if they would have added more. I mean, they still might. I don't know what's up with Dawn of Fire content, but I feel like it's not as bad as people think it is. Space Island is my favorite outer island in Dawn of Fire. This is my, like, the theme of the song is perfect. It sounds like you're an astronaut or something. It sounds like you're in space. They like absolutely nailed like the vibe of what they were going for, and I love like the combination of Furcorn Sponge and like Toe Jammer. Like, they fit perfectly together, and I feel like it's not that popular. I feel like the most popular outer island is like Cave, and I feel like nobody really likes. I heard some people that don't like space. I'll put it in underrated, probably like in the middle, because it's my favorite, but I feel like not a lot of people really talk about it. And then we have Cloud Island. I literally don't know when the last time I heard anyone mention Cloud Island at all. Like, I don't understand what's up with people just not caring about Cloud Island whatsoever. But this song it's my second favorite outer island, and how the song like makes you feel compared to Space Island is just so much better than like Space Island. Even though Space Island's a good song, like the vibe of Cloud Island, it's perfect. Like, it's exactly what it's supposed to be. It's up there with Faerie. Like, Faerie and Cloud are like, you know, connected somehow through like the lore. They are just so underrated, and like a couple of my friends just think it's like their favorite song in the entire game, and I agree. Like, it's so good and no one talks about it, so I'm gonna put it in super underrated. I don't know why nobody talks about Cloud Island. And then we have Cave Island. Cave Island, everyone loves. It's like their favorite island. I think it's really, really good too. It's not like my favorite just because I have the vibe of the song, but it's like amazing. Like, Lowell and Yelmet together are just like probably the best pair of monsters in Dawn of Fire. The song is just, everyone loves it. It's really, really good, so I'll put it in fairly rated because I think that the general consensus is accurate. And Wanderer Island is another song that's not done yet, so I can't really say for the full song, but I've seen a lot of people that love it. Like, a few people I know, it's their favorite song in the game, and a lot of people just absolutely think it's the worst thing they've ever heard. Like, their opinions are similar to that of Seasonal Shanty, which is actually funny because those two islands are connected through the lore. A lot of people hate it because they don't like Yule. I don't know what is wrong with the island or what people think is wrong with it, but Bazinga combined with Gajub and Yostrich, it feels like you're wandering through a village. It's literally Wanderer Island. It's like perfect. I feel bad rating it now because I don't know what the full song sounds like. I know a lot of people really hated Yule that they added in December. I think Yule is fine. I feel like it could have done a little bit more percussion to help the song, but I feel like the song doesn't want to have percussion. It wants to be like a more calm song and more like abstract, I guess is the word. Like, they want to make it very different than every other song, and I think they are doing it well. So I would put it at the top of underrated, I think, because I know a lot of people really don't like it, and I know a lot of people really love it, but I think that it should have more love than it does. Starhenge is, I don't know, I think a lot of people's favorite song in Dawn of Fire is Starhenge, but I don't really like it. It's probably my least favorite song in the whole entire Dawn of Fire game. It's definitely really good. Like, I know that it's like achieves like what it wants perfectly for like the theme of the island, but it's just not a song that I want to listen to. Like, I wouldn't listen. I think my favorite track on the island is Glacier. Like, that percussion combined with Syncopite are perfect. Like, that duo. It's just not my kind of song, but I can see why people love it. I'll put it in overrated, but not that deep into overrated. And that's it. I'm not going to cover the Mirror Islands because I genuinely don't remember what they sound like at all, because I don't listen to like those mixes. Sorry to the people who mix those for the Mirror Islands. I just don't listen to them. And obviously Composer, and you know, we were gonna put Coliseum in super underrated. No, that doesn't really have songs other than the jukebox, but there's too many songs in the jukebox to rank. So that's about it. Comment down below if you disagree with any of these, or if you think I should have changed anything, or I don't know, your general thoughts on your rating. Let me know like your favorite islands that you think are underrated, or if you think any of the islands are super overrated. And thanks for watching to the end.